Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld Alpha 14. I'm your host, Falcon, and check it out. Over here in the upper corner, we are finally on Steam. Rimworld is finally coming out on the 15th on Steam, so for everybody who's been waiting around for the Steam release, now is finally your chance to get on board. We have been away from this game for a very long time on the channel. If you guys remember, I've been covering Rimworld since pre-alpha, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10, non-stop. And after a while, I decided to take a bit of a break, but I think it's a perfect opportunity to come back to Rimworld finally. I'm very excited. I am going to be using a custom scenario. At the moment, it's not on Steam Workshop just yet. I already made the scenario, I uploaded it, but I guess they have to kind of like confirm it or something and make sure it's not like explicit in any sort of regard. I don't think it is, honestly. There's a couple of wood jokes in there, but come on, it's Rimworld, it's Falcon, it's wood. You gotta make a couple of wood jokes there. So whenever this goes live, I hope by then the scenario I customized is available in the workshop for you guys to actually download if you want to play that. I'm going to be playing in Cassandra Challenge. I feel like I should probably go with rough just because, you know, I'm coming back to it after a long delay. But you know what? Nothing wrong with a little bit of a challenge here. So I'm going to be playing with Cassandra Classic and Challenge mode. And then over here, this is where you guys come into play if you want to play in the same map that I'm playing. The seed's going to be Falcon. I'm not sure if capitalizing matters, but I capitalized the F in Falcon, so the seed's going to be Falcon. We're going to come over here to size, and we'll go to size 300 by 225. And then we'll go into generate. This will give you your entire overworld, and then you could choose anywhere in this entire map that you want to crash land at. However, if you want to play along with me, our map is going to be situated all the way down here. As a matter of fact, wait. One important thing, go to advanced. And go, assuming your PC can handle it, I'm not entirely sure. There's always been a thing with Rimworld where the larger the map, the less the performance, but it's been a long time since I last played it, so maybe they've actually optimized it for larger maps, who knows. But I'm playing it in 300 by 300, and then if you want to crash land in the same place I'm starting off at, go all the way to the very edge of the map over here. And you want to look for the very edge, as I mentioned, down over here. This right here is going to be the Falcon map, so if you definitely want to play along with me and kind of have the same overview and do better than I do and then, you know, brag about it and be like, Falcon, I'm a better player than you, know, be like, you know what, you're probably right. That's okay. That right there is going to be the area that I'm landing at. So that is all you need to know for the seed and the map landing. Let's get into the game and show you the scenario itself. So let me zoom on out. As you can see, this is going to be our entire big-ass map over here. What are you guys supposed to be? You guys are new. I've never seen you before. Boomalope, man. I'm going to see so many new things right now. I'm really excited because I'm going to see so many new things. I'm just like very giddy. Alright, so this is our huge-ass map over here, 300 by 300 as I mentioned. Get a good look. A couple of geysers. I saw a geyser around here. There's a geyser right here. Let's see if I double-click you. No more geysers around here, huh? Oh, this looks like a very nice place to actually set up a base. Check this out. All we really have to do is set up a wall right here. And over here, you gotta build a wall! You gotta build a wall! I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be really hyped because I'm just excited to play the game at the moment. But yes, we could build a wall right here and then have a little bit of an entry point over here. This is actually pretty good. We could even mine in here and then kind of expand our base down this side. Oh boy, man, oh man, I'm kind of giddy. Alrighty, so this is where we're landed at. Perfect. What's around us? We have granite chunks, okay. Well, what are you supposed to be? Hey, fellow birds, you are the cassowary. Okay. I'd be lying to you if I told you if I knew what the hell a cassowary was. Maybe it can't be a real animal, right? I mean, I know we have alpacas, and those are real, although it's very debatable. No, I know that alpacas are real. Okay, so that's cool. Alright, we're starting off over here. Great. Let's, before we do that, let me show you the scenario that we have over here. Review scenario. So this will be on Steam Workshop at some point. You could download it and play along with me. As you can see, it's called the Woody Harrelson Conundrum. Because, you know, I feel like the wood meme kind of came from Rimworld on the channel. So I kind of had to, like, you know, pay a little bit of homage to it. So we have Woody tries to prove to his crew. By the way, we're talking about Woody Harrelson here. Woody tries to prove to his crew that he can indeed jump and acquire wood. Colony survival included. Yes, I'm referencing White Man Can Jump in 2016, NED, otherwise known as erectile dysfunction, because, you know, wood, yeah, you get it. Your factions will be the colony, starting with 3 people, arrive in drop pods. And this is the items that we're starting off over here. Get a good look at them. I chose a custom animal because you have a random animal that you start off with. I chose a grizzly bear because why the hell would you not want to have a grizzly bear in your party? So we have a grizzly bear. I hope he doesn't maul us by mistake. I hope that would be pretty terrible. So for the most part, it's a very basic scenario, very similar to the crash landed scenario, but, you know, just customized for a little bit of a story. And my characters, this is where I went all out. I took some time randomizing over and over until I got the perfect setup. If you guys are familiar with White Man Can't Jump, we have Rosie Perez, we have Woody Harrelson, and we have Wesley Snipes. So it took me a while to kind of randomize proper ages and looks. Woody's now bald these days, so it works out. It's all good. Alright, let's get into the game over here. I'm just excited, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and see about steel. Let's go ahead and let that run. You guys start working in the background here. We landed with a couple of silver. Okay, who's going to be my fighters? Oh, it's our grizzly bear. A grizzly bear named Joy. Well, you know, you can't not like a grizzly bear called Joy, I gotta say. Snipes. Wesley Snipes, anyway. Geologist, huh? That's a pretty good profession for you after the entire basketball hustling back in White Man Can't Jump. Now, you, my friend, let's take a look at this character here. Shooting 4, melee 2, animals 10. Oh, you and Joy are going to be taming. I know there's like taming involved now and like, you know, stuff like that. I know the basics, but again, a lot of the new stuff I'm kind of like, So we'll learn it along as we go along over here. Good miner, artistic, crafting, research. Construction's pretty low, but you know, so be it. Alright, so shooting's going to be a 4 on you, melee a 2. You're not much of a fighter, Snipes. Woody Harrelson is a shooter, 9. For melee, we have social, 1 in animals, not really friendly with Joy. Medicine, construction, growing, mining. He's incapable of artistic and research, but you know what? Fuck art forever, right? So, there you go with that. And then we have Rosie Perez. Rosie Perez over here, she is kind of like midway stats. You know, nobody's overpowered, obviously, with this setup here. Alright, so we have 4 shooting, 9 shooting, 4 shooting. Who's the better melee individual? 4... Oof, everybody's terrible in melee, huh? So I think Rosie Perez is actually going to take the sword. So we do have a sword over here. Go ahead and equip that. Woody, you are going to be in charge of our sniper rifle. And then Snipes, you go ahead and grab the... Actually, wait a minute. Forget that. You grab the bow, Woody, because I'm going to be using the bow to actually hunt, I'm going to say. And then Snipes, you take the sniper rifle. Okay. That'll be just to get him equipped here early on. Oh, great. We have a couple of packaged survival meals. We want to make sure that we move these over to a place where we can store them. Over here, we have a couple of medicine as well. And we have some components. I'm not sure what those are for. Maybe to build some stuff, I have to imagine. A couple of more survival meals all the way out here. Okay. A little bit of wood. Oh, look, Woody already found wood. How about that? Okay, so I want to move over here as soon as possible. This is going to be my ideal place to actually start off with. So, let's go ahead and go into Architect, and we're going to be setting up a couple of walls here. Structure, wall. We should have the steel imaginable to make this wall, I have to imagine, right? How much steel do we have? That's 50, well, that's not the right number. 500 steel around us, it does seem. Alright, that'll work out. A bit more wood over here, too. Okay. I'm going ahead and just making sure that they could actually use that wood. Because if it's X'd out, they can't obviously use the items. And then, ooh, a couple more steel here. Perfect. It's actually really nearby we're going to be building, so that could be pretty useful. Let's go into Architect, Structure. We were there already, Falcon. Wall, steel. So we're not going to use a wooden wall because obviously that is capable of being burnt down. And I'm not even sure what type of new enemies are in the game now. I'm not sure how smart the AI is these days. So, you know, this is going to be completely brand new to me. I guess we'll move this down to here. And I suppose we could probably mine through that, right? So we'll go down through here. That's a perfect wall. And then over here we'll do, like, steel. Bada bing. And I don't think early on we need a steel door, so we'll just do a wooden one of those. That one can be burnt down, but once we start getting raided and start getting, like, you know, random attacks of whatever, they're going to come down through that wall anyway. At some point, I'm going to probably want to set up a couple of sandbags over here to fight people off. Maybe even set up another wall area to kind of have like a kill box area. We could attack through here. And then once it gets too dicey, we jump inside, have a couple more sandbags over here waiting. We're going to get rid of the bushes, the trees, make sure that the enemies cannot hide behind anything and get coverage bonus. Believe me, I still remember my old stuff. It's all coming back to me at the moment. So let's go ahead and unpause now. And, oh yeah, you guys need orders, right? You definitely do. Let's go into work. Okay, this is all new to me. Priorities. Oh, man. You know what? I start messing around with the manual priorities once we have more people. When we start off, I just go ahead and let them do, like, automatically. So, everybody's got a firefight. That's really important. Everybody's able to be a patient. Doctors, we only need one, I'm going to say. So, 7 of 20, 6 of 20. We'll make Rosie the surgeon, the doctor. That makes sense. And you guys are coming down over here. Alright, Rosie's already on it. She's over here coming to work. And Woody and Snipes, what are you guys doing here, huh? Wandering. No, I need you guys to build. I need you guys to start building the walls. Gotta build the walls, man. We'll look into that here pretty soon. So let's go to Flick. This is going to be to turn on and off the electrical switches. Okay, I kind of remember that. Bed rest, everybody's able to get bed rest. For flicking, I don't know. Whoever's available, just turn on and turn off the switches. Warden, I guess we're going to go with Woody over here. He is a marshal after all. Handling. What is this for? Animals. Okay. Sure. We'll leave snipes there for now. Cooking, we'll have... everybody's a 4 in cooking, 3 over here. So snipes you could cook, I guess, for us. Hunting. Let's start doing a... No, we'll hold off on the hunting. Constructing. Here we go. Everybody construct. Snipes and Woody, I need you guys to help me build these walls as soon as possible. Repairing, I don't think we have to worry about that at the moment. And growing, we're going to have to start growing some fruits pretty soon. Some veggies. Mining, I do need people mining at some point as well. So for now, we'll turn everything on. Plant cutting, this will be for harvesting. We'll worry about that later. Smithing, not anytime soon. Tailor, not anytime soon. So for now, let's just turn these off. Art. Fuck art forever. I mean, we'll do that down the line, but not at the moment. Crafting, not something you have to worry about early. Hauling is important. Cleaning, I guess you could clean whenever there's nothing else to do. And then researching is something we have to do after a while. Okay. Hey, look at this. Rosie's got our first wall set up over here. How about that? Snipes, what are you doing? You're wandering. Hey, Snipes. I need you to, get to work now. There you go. I think Woody's still probably wandering. Let me go ahead and draft him and undraft him. That should get him to work. Actually, Rosie's over here hauling wood. Oh, Woody's already working. Alright, so Snipes was the one over here kind of lagging it behind. Excellent. Alrighty. So with the walls over here kind of set up, I imagine that after I do this, we're going to have some sort of roof start going over the area. I don't think we'll be able to cover the entire area with a roof. We might have to set up a couple of walls here to kind of build a roof over it, because it needs a foundation for the roof, obviously. So we'll set something up over here. But for now, I just want to make sure that we are kind of like fortified a little bit in case we get attacked by something really crazy. This over here seems like a pretty good enough area already for some sleeping quarters for now. So we'll do structure. Do we need a wooden wall or a steel wall for that? Since we're inside, we'll just go ahead and do wooden walls in here. So we'll do something like that, and we'll go ahead and follow up with a wooden door right through here. Mind you, these are not going to be automatic doors, so it does take a while longer. When they're not automatic, they open and close slower. So it does kind of slow down your characters until you finally get the automatic doors up and running, I guess. Technically speaking, I should have maybe moved this wall down a bit. I could still do it, just so it could line up, but whatever. Alrighty, and then let's go into Architect, and we're going to do some orders for mining through all of this here. So, I don't think we have to go too deep, right? That should be enough just for a couple of beds, maybe a table of some kind, a chair for them to sit down. Let's see, room stats inspect, huh? You're gonna give me some orders as we go along? Good. You need to do that, because I haven't played this in a long time, so I'm gonna be really relying on your service here. Tutorial AI. Okay, so that'll be another setup over here. I guess we're gonna also make this like a momentary inventory area, because if you leave your items outside, like for instance the food, and I'm not sure about medicine, but the food and stuff like that can be number one, eaten by enemies, or not enemies, but random wildlife. It could also degrade outside, so there's a whole degradation system with items that are outside in the open, so you definitely have to put them inside of something here. Let me go into 2 times speed so you guys work a bit faster. Let me go into Architect. I'm going to do a wall up through here. Another wooden wall is not a bad idea, I'm going to say. So maybe set something up like so, and like so, and give me a wooden door right over here. And if you can, let's go ahead and start mining a bit more. Now, I forgot, I'll be honest with you, I forgot what is the number you got to look for mining. And what I mean by that is if you mine in too far without having proper structure to keep the roof from caving in, it's going to cave in on your people and hurt them or even kill them. So there's a number involved. Like it used to be like 9 by 9 or something. Like you could mine up 9 by 9 and it's not going to cave in. I know that's a specific number that I honestly have forgotten at this point. Because hey, as I mentioned, I haven't played this since like Rimworld Alpha 10. So I am way gone. Is this a turkey? It is a turkey! Oh my god. What's our... We're in fall. Oh my god, this is gonna be some fucking Thanksgiving feast right here. I could see it already. What are you guys are? What are you supposed to be? You're rats. Oh no. Hey, get away from my food, you rats. Alrighty. Once we get this built up and mined in, we are gonna have to set this up as a stocking area. As a matter of fact, I started doing that now too. Let's go into zoning area, stockpile zone. It's all slowly coming back to me. It's going to take a while for it to all come back to me, but so far, the early onset, it's alright. So for stockpile zone, we'll go into storage. I'm going to make sure that they store, no rotten stuff. Just resources, items don't really matter. Later down the line, we will start, making like a storage area for food, an actual fridge. We'll start getting a storage area for minerals, resources, the whole 9 yards, essentially. But for now, we are barely starting off, so we gotta, slowly build. Gotta slowly build that wall, apparently. So, priority is gonna be, I'm gonna say, rid of... It doesn't really matter at this one, because we only have one stockpile, but whatever, we'll do that. We also need to start setting up this whole area for farming, so we have some fruit coming in and stuff like that. Construction failed. Oh, there's a chance for construction failing these days, huh? Interesting. I like how my bear just fucking walked into this house. And you see Snipes is over here setting up the roof. Alrighty, very nice. Very, very ideal. Alrighty, so with that done, you're still grabbing some wood for building, right? I need you guys to start moving some of our stockpile stuff in here so it doesn't degrade out there and it gets eaten by animals. Because right now, this is all the food that we have, so we definitely have to survive off of that. Everybody's sleeping. Snipes just decided to plop down inside of the house area. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get you a bed pretty soon. I will. Technically speaking, I could just also set up a... We're in 2 times speed. Let me slow this down into regular time. I guess momentarily until we have our proper bed set up, let me do a sleeping spot through here, here, and here. That's just a good sleep. Rosie, sleep over here if you're not gonna listen to me, are you? Oh, because we haven't quote-unquote built... Oh, you don't have to build those. No, there you go. Yeah. Hey, Snipes, wake up. And there you go. See? Perfect. I know it's not a bed. I'll get you guys to bed here pretty soon. Alrighty. As always, right now as they do this, we were going to talk about renaming. It's been a big thing on the channel since, I started doing this, but I do like to rename my colonists after my viewers. So, that being said, do let me know in the comments if you want to get renamed into a future colonist that might join, whether it's a prisoner or whatever it is. If I do this, and I probably will, just keep in mind it's going to be completely random how I choose people, so if you don't get picked, don't get mad. Don't be like, Falcon, why don't you pick me? Why don't you like me? It's like, it's not a matter of liking you. It's like, I'm going to probably have a lot of people asking to be renamed, so it's going to be a lot. Back in the days when I used to play this a lot, I would have a list of, legit, 800 viewers asking for names. Like, literally, I would have a notepad list with, 800 different names, and I would just go in there randomly and pick stuff out, so... It would get really crazy, and that was back then when, I'm not saying I'm a big channel, because I'm really not, but, even then, when I was a smaller channel than I am now, I would have a lot of people waiting for the silence to get renamed, so I could only imagine now it might even be crazier. So, again, just a bit of a heads up, I will be doing renames based on you guys, the viewers. I will be choosing them randomly. Do not ask, can I be a male? Can I be a female? Can I be an assassin? Can I be a homunculus? I'm not sure. I'm just throwing stuff out randomly here. Don't choose anything too picky. I'm going to pick a name randomly, and I'm going to sign it. So if you end up being a female and you're a male and you have a problem, I'm sorry, but it's going to take too long for me to, pick and choose what class you want, what sex you want, stuff like that. So it's going to be completely random. This is only going to be just so you can see your name in the game, which is, hopefully ideal enough for you. Snipes came over here and grabbed a meal, which is fine. Rosie's going to probably do the same. And so are these other people. Woody Harrelson over here. Get over there, Woody! So, we're lagging it a bit with this wall building, but so be it. As you can see, our area is completely wide open. Now, the reason why I don't want this happening is because we have now a chance of having, raiders, aliens, whatever, drop into our base. And if that happens, we're in trouble. So what we need to do is make sure that we could... get a roof over this area, which we require structure. We require some walls just to kind of give us a foundation over here. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that just yet, but we'll check it out. Alright, so once it's completely mined out, I'm going to make sure that these guys go out there and start hauling everything inside over here. Yeah, mine that out while you're at it too. Let me put you in real time. Let me go into, let's see, zoning. We will do stockpile zone. Let's go ahead and extend this existing one upwards. So now this is going to be our complete stockpile area. Perfect. And while you're here, let's go ahead and get some furniture. We'll do the beds. It's going to cost me 35 steel. Not enough stored. That's okay. We have enough steel outside. Just not stored over here in our stockpile. So since we don't have enough of it. But we do. We absolutely do. We'll do a bed here, here, and here. Just to kind of get us started off over here. Just well and done. Alright. And once those beds are done, we start moving stuff over. Let's go back and do fast speed over here. Woody, what are you up to? Maybe doing some cleaning? There we go. Bed 1, Bed 2, and Bed 3. Everybody's got their own bed. Excellent. Let's go ahead, and if we can... How do I get rid of you guys? Just deconstruct straight up, huh? Alright, there you go. Now, with this done, I need you guys to focus on hauling all the food inside so these animals do not take it. So, I know I could just go ahead and have them haul, through the priority list, but... I play this game a bit different than most people. I sometimes like to just completely manualize stuff what I'm doing just because it gives me more of a control over what they're doing at one point as opposed to just letting the AI take control of it completely. So, everybody plays differently over here. What happened to this guy? Oh no! Monkey, why are you dead? He spoils in 1 day. Hey, you know what? That could be a perfect opportunity for us to chop this down for some food. Ever had monkey meat? We're about to have monkey meat right now. Let's go in here and do... let's have you guys run in the background, obviously. Let's go into production. Is that what I'm looking for? Yes, butcher table. Alrighty. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and... We need to set up some solar panels for now. Part of our base is going to have to be out in the open, I'm going to say. So it gets some solar panels. Obviously, we don't have to just use solar panels. We can use other things. What the hell is this? A fuel generator? You're new. I don't know you. Huh. I'm used to using this guy and this guy, batteries to store, but you are new to me. Produces power by consuming wood fuel. Oh, so instead of the solar generators, you could have some fuel generators instead, and all you need is to actually put wood into it. How about that? How about that? We might give that a try. Why not? We might give that a try. We'll see. For now, let's go into 100 steel required, huh? Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't think we're going to get to that monkey in time before we build this. I need to set up some power. I need to set up some batteries. I need to set up an air conditioner. And this is only done so that we can actually... I want to freeze the stock room so our food and meat in the future does not spoil, because it does actually spoil. Like that monkey who's out there rotting. If I could freeze him right now, he wouldn't basically rot. But, you know, since he's out there in the open, we have to build some stuff. It's not going to really happen at the moment. Alrighty, let's put you guys in real time. Let's go and do a solar Jenny. I'm going to say down through here for now. And I'm going to say more than likely all we need is just one at the moment, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and mine this out. We'll also maybe do a battery through here. I hope we have enough steel for all that I'm doing here. Maybe a battery through here for now. Let's see. How are we doing with the steel supply? That's silver. That's not what I'm looking for. Steel. Here we go. 470. Yeah, it's going to be enough to build 100 steel required and 50. Yeah, we're going to have enough. Alrighty, cool. So, you know what, guys? I'm going to wrap it up here for this episode. I do believe we have done quite good. Have a stockpile area, have a place to call home, have some beds, have already an idea what I'm going to be doing, and start moving all this stuff over here to our base. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Rimworld's back, episode number 1. Please go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed it. The support really does mean a lot. Lets me know you want to see some more Rimworld going down the line. This is kind of more of a time-consuming series than most, so I'm going to try to put some time and work into this, but definitely do show your support if you're enjoying it. Come around next episode. I will catch you next time.